If you're just joining us, I'm Emily, and I'm a week into pretending to live in Paris after saying goodbye to London, where I actually lived for 3 years. Last week was all about settling in and soaking up some museums and flea markets, and now that I'm feeling a little more at home, some long-lost friends are on their way for a visit. In case I forget to tell you when they're actually here, Rachel and Sarah are coming to Paris for my birthday. My birthday's actually next weekend, but this was the weekend that worked the best for all of us. We're all gonna be in Paris together, and so it made saying goodbye in London a little bit anticlimactic because we were like, okay, I'm gonna see you in a week. But this time is actually goodbye, so I don't know if it's gonna be sad or if it's just like we've done this so many times already that it'll be like just old hat for us saying goodbye. But yeah, okay. Just wanted to tell you that before they get here because I might forget to vlog when they're here because I always forget when I'm with people to vlog.
Je passe toutes les nuits à marcher.
We're on our way to dinner. Also, Rachel arrived. I didn't tell the vlog that yet.
Je passe toutes les nuits de comptoir en comptoir où nos soirées de folie rappellent à ma mémoire.
I just love Paris. I love it. We made it to the Eiffel Tower with 1 minute to spare before it starts to sparkle. There it goes!
La tête en l'air,
Love it.
Aperçois les mouvements de la lune. La nuit.
Lucas Bravo, who plays Gabrielle in Emily in Paris, personally recommended this park to me in a YouTube video that I watched. And he was so right. The park is amazing, and it's also really close to Canal Saint-Martain, which is a really cool area with lots of cool shops and restaurants. We are now walking along Canal Saint-Martin in search for our second coffee of the day. Okay, we've just had lunch at this cafe. I had a French onion soup. She had
mozzarella and tomato.
And Sarah had a coffee macchiato. I just love that it's January and we're sitting, or no, it's February, and we're sitting in the sun outside having lunch. It's amazing. We're at Mamiche waiting in a queue to see if we can get some pastries and bread.
Rachel's really warm today.
Why are you so warm? In the queue it hit us that Rachel and Sarah aren't going to be on the vlogs regularly anymore, so I hope you enjoy the rest of their presents.
She's more like sad that like
That I'm not going to capture her memories anymore for her.
personal video of her.
Pain au chocolat.
Pain au chocolat.
Beautiful.
I've been in France for over a week. I've had so many croissants. It was very good.
Good?
Okay. It's actually delicious. We also got a baguette that I'm tempted to bite into right now, but I won't. But for girl dinner. And probably girl lunch.
Dinner.
And
Girl
perhaps
dinner.
girl breakfast. Alright.
Bye, Rachel.
Bye. Have a good weekend. Day Sunday.
Rachel left us far too soon, and we had to cope somehow, so we went to Merci, but we were very strong and only bought these really cute lighters. Still a bit heartbroken, we sought healing in the form of Chinese food, but alas, it was not quite enough, so the only logical next step was a little bit more retail therapy the next day at the flea market. We finished up at the flea market, we got some cute stuff, I'll give you a haul later, and now we're headed to Officine Buly to get a customized comb and maybe something else.
Maybe a nice little smell.
A nice scent.
Scent.
A nice
Smell.
scent. A nice smell. I want one of those, I think.
T'as rendez-vous à quelle heure après?
Oh, I was not recording. I just bought a little comb from Officine Buly. I'll show you when I get home. It's so cute. It was a lovely experience. We also had a beautiful like hot chocolate / coffee and a Madeleine at the cafe. It was a lovely time. And now we might be going to lunch over there. Sarah's going to check it out, see if there's a long wait. Sarah and I are taking a metro journey specifically to see the Eiffel Tower from the outside. First we have to get onto the 8, but then we're switching to the 6. We're here. We're gonna go boom, 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 boom. And then we're gonna get set and then go. Okay, welcome to today's haul. We'll start with our flea market finds. First thing is I got these little hooks that I can hang things on, and I like them because they are from a flea market in Paris, but they're not like...
They're perfect.
Yeah, they just will hang and they won't be too ornate.
I feel like they could almost be like a secret.
Yeah, like
Where,
only
like,
I'll know
yeah.
that they're from Paris, but I like that about them. So they're subtle.
I got this gorgeous, and in this light, rather gaudy, but like gold, solid gold looking wine bottle opener. But it's gorgeous. It says Vins de France, Wines of France, and it's made in France. And it's very cute, and I just couldn't pass it up.
And at the same booth, I got this little picture frame that I'm going to take out the picture and also the broken glass there. But it was €5, and I think that would be like a cute little space filler on a gallery wall.
I hope as well. I hope when we undo it all, when we take everything out, I hope that there's like a date and a name of the little baby on the back.
And then I'll reach out to the baby, who will now be like an old person. I'll be like, I have this picture of you when you were a baby. I'll keep you updated on that. We'll open it in a few minutes.
We went to, I'm already going to say it wrong, Officine, Universelle, Buly, and had the cutest little like coffee and Madeline at their like cafe bar counter, which was so nice.
It was so good.
We wound up just going to the store randomly because there's a couple of them, and we wound up at what I think was the cutest one.
Yeah, I'll put the address on the screen.
And then I got a metal tongue scraper.
The perfect souvenir from Paris.
Perfect souvenir from Paris.
Okay, and I got, drum roll please, a beautiful comb. Hold on. There we go. And I got it engraved. So it says M, which is my name and my initials. And it's really cute. And then on the other side it has the name of the store. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Oh, there's another picture behind it. There's another picture. But no information. Bye! I woke up this morning and everything was normal in my apartment. Then I went for a walk and then I came back and there was no water. I didn't know if it was like a planned thing that no one told me about or if it was like a problem. So I went down to the front door of the building and there's a piece of paper that has been there the entire time I've been here. I've just never bothered to read it or to translate it. I obviously can't read it. Actually though, upon further inspection, I do know the words stop and water. Those were the first 2 words on the paper. Anyway, all that to say, there was no water in my building today. So my hair is unwashed. I'm just a little bit disheveled. But I'm headed out to a French pharmacy. Paris is known for their pharmacies. I think there's 2 in particular that are very popular. One is City Pharma, which is like, I think in more of the center. I've heard that it's very, very crowded, but quite discounted. But there's another one, which is in Forum des Halles. I'm so sorry. I'm really trying to pronounce things correctly, but I'm not so sure about that one. Anyway, but there's another one in Forum des Halles, which is like a big shopping center. And I've heard that that one is less crowded and has like wider aisles, which is easier to navigate. So I'm headed there because I just love looking at skincare stuff. I don't know how much I'll actually buy, but there are a few things that I know I like that are cheaper in France than in the US. So I might get a few things. I'm going to try not to be crazy about it because I am moving internationally, as you know, in a month, and I need to be sensible about the weight of my suitcase. If there's one thing I've learned this week, it's that when your friends leave, Paris always has your back with some good shopping. I did some research and came prepared, but I still had to look at every single shelf, so I was there for quite a while. Okay, I was in there for a solid hour. I think I've looked at every product the French pharmacy has to offer. And I got a few things, so I'll give you a haul when I get home. I could have got the Metro back there, but I decided I wanted to do a little walk for obvious reasons on my way home. So I'm going to a couple Metros closer, and I'll catch you there. Okay, it's getting really windy and cold. To my French pharmacy haul and a rapid fire review of everything after 3 days of use. First, I really needed some dry shampoo. This seems to be the hair care brand in Paris because it's at all the pharmacies, and I really like this. It smells good and it works really well. Next thing was sort of a disaster because what I really wanted was this Cyclofate Plus repair cream because I'm on tretinoin and my skin sometimes gets really dry, and this is supposed to repair your barrier. So got this and I love it, by the way, but at the big pharmacy that I went to, I was so overwhelmed and the events section was so crowded that I just accidentally picked up the first thing that I saw that said Cyclofate. But what this is actually for is for widespread oozing and maceration of skin folds. So on retrospect, my checkout experience was probably a lot more embarrassing than I knew it was. Despite that snafu, I actually had done a lot of research before going to find out what I wanted to get, and I was planning on getting the Vino Perfect serum from Caudalie, which I've had before and I really like. It's just cheaper here than in the US. But I saw on TikTok that someone said that their pharmacist was recommending this over the Vino Perfect serum. And when I was standing there, I actually saw 2 different pharmacists bring over people recommending this product. And it was the same price as the Vino Perfect, so I don't think they were trying to upsell. I think they just think this is more effective. So I picked this up, and I can't tell you if it's more effective because I've only been using it for 2 or 3 days. But I can tell you that I like the Vino Perfect, like, consistency a little bit more. This is a little bit more oily, so it comes in like 2 separate liquids and then you have to shake it up. But yeah, it has a little bit more oily of a texture, and the Vino Perfect is more like just kind of smooth, and I like it better. But I don't know if it's more effective, so I'm gonna continue using this. But I still wanted to get something from Caudalie, so I did pick up this trio of hand creams that all smell really good. I'm gonna give one to my mom, I think, if she wants it. I'm turning 30 this weekend, so I picked up some eye cream. This is from La Roche-Posay, and I like it so far. It's very moisturizing. I can't tell you if I've seen a difference, but I like the texture of it. And finally, the person that lives in this apartment where I'm staying has a lot of this brand, so I wanted to pick up something from them, and I know that France is known for their sunscreens, so I got this sunscreen. It's tinted, and it's a little too dark for me. I am wearing it today. It's a little too dark. I put some on my hand. Yeah, you can definitely tell. It's a little too dark. I'm in my beauty influencer era, so I'll give you a little swatch. But yeah, it's definitely too dark, but I feel like when I blend it on my face, it's not too bad. But tell me if I am being delulu. And that is it for my pharmacy haul. Au revoir and bientôt. Now that my friends are gone, I'm officially solo in Paris, and next week is my 30th birthday, so stay tuned to see what I get up to.